download something or what?
Yeah, for your home computer, you go to a link, and I'll send a link out from, I think I got last week's, I got the links from last week, so I can send those out. But there's a link where you go in and you sign up with your SEC account.
Okay.
All right, so you have to sign up with a college account. And then that will allow you to install Office 365, all the apps that are contained with that, so Word, Excel, Spread, PowerPoint, and other stuff. And it'll allow you to install that on up to 5 devices. So you download it on your home computer, you download it on, you go to the App Store for your device, and you get it on your device. And then you also get, included with that is, with that account that you create, you get 1 terabyte of storage on OneDrive. So any place that you can get to OneDrive, which is any or device that have internet access, you can log into. So you can get to that. So what we're going to talk about today is OneNote. OneNote is a feature of Office 365, and where I like OneNote, the notion of OneNote is I can have all my stuff in one place if it's pretty much just notes. I can put pictures in. I'm probably looking at the very minimal, but I don't have to have all these other folders stored back here on the H drive that and then that's handy. But then I've got to remember where I put them. That's the gotcha, I think. Whereas in OneNote, all my notes are in one app, and I just have to go into OneNote, whatever device I'm on. And that's what makes it nice, where you get tied into one app basically across all platforms.
Yeah.
So,
and if it's stored in the cloud, you can pull it down from anywhere. Like if you were at some random computer isn't yours even, you could go log into your 365 account and you'd have access to your stuff.
What about like what if I have iPad and the other one? The one that's not iPad.
Have an Android or
Yep.
yeah.
I mean, OneNote will.
There's an app. Yep.
Okay.
And your notes will show up the same way. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They'll show up the same way. So. Lydia,
Sorry, it's my only time to eat.
no, that's what this is for. Multitask all we want. So what would you like to know about OneNote or OneDrive or that kind of stuff, or Office 365 even?
After I go to the link and I download everything for the 365, is it its own icon then that I log on, or will it just automatically open up to that 365?
365 is a suite of
Excuse me just a second.
programs.
If we're going to record this, you need to hit the record.
I did.
You did, okay.
Because you were saying important stuff right away.
No, couldn't have been that important.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I interrupted. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. So if you go ahead and download something on your computer for 365, like Bruce was saying, it will be a program for Word. It will be a program for Excel. There'll be separate programs. And sometimes, I think this is the way mine was, you can pick and choose. You can say, I don't want that one, or you can take the whole suite of Office 365.
But since computers already have those, then will it show 2 of them? Like 2 Excels, like one is on this and one's on your hard drive, and 2 PowerPoint, one's this one and one's that one, or what?
Well, I'm playing with that. I'm fighting that a little bit at my house because I think we had 2010 and now this is 2015. Yep. We had 2013, this is 2015. And I think my answer for you is I'm still fighting it opening both. I think what I need to do is uninstall my 2013, but to give you a little bit of it's okay, everything seems to be opening. It's finding one or the other.
Okay, so it's just more of like, where did I store, which one did I put it on? That kind of question?
No, it's which one will it decide to open in?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I think you'll run into that. Something you'll have to kind of weigh, the conditions for Office 365 is that's available as long as you're an SEC employee.
Mhm.
So what happens if I leave? Well, right now, I don't plan on it. So
Right.
that's pretty. So I'm good, but
Mhm.
something to think about is, if somebody is, a year out, they may want to keep that old version of Office because it's a little pricey to rebuy it. That's what I'm saying. Or have a plan that they're going to use one of the open source, like Open Office or Google Docs, and use something like that for their Word and Office and PowerPoint files. So they got a little more planning to do, but if that's not a consideration in the next year, then go for it. But if you don't want you also don't want to have to rebuy it, because the subscription will go off, and you'll be paying $95 a year.
But Bruce, did you read this too? That OneNote is a product of Microsoft that actually is free, if I understand it right.
OneNote is free, yeah.
So OneNote, if you 365 went away tomorrow, your OneNote files would be fine.
Yeah. All right, so that's kind of talking about OneNote. The OneDrive part of it is the storage. So it's the hard drive or the storage space in the cloud. So, Karen, thanks for coming.
Uh-huh.
Do you know Libby?
Yeah, sure, I see her. Hi.
There. So what would you like to know about OneNote or OneDrive? We want to make sure to answer your questions so when you leave today, you'll have an idea what direction you want to go with this kind of stuff.
I'm pretty sure I have an account with OneDrive.
Okay.
I took a photography class in the fall.
Okay.
And now I can't remember how to get to it.
Okay.
And I want to be able to use it a lot more.
Okay.
Mostly for pictures.
All right. So what on the OneDrive side of it, we get there's two types of accounts. There's a personal account and there's a business. It's called for business, and that's the one we're talking. It's Office 365 is the for business one. You probably for your photography class probably get a personal one.
Uh-huh.
And what you have to do if you go to Microsoft.com, Office.com, you go to Office.com or Microsoft.com, it'll ask you to log in, and it'll help you if you don't remember how you sign up. But for the Office products that we're talking about, or the OneDrive product, you have to sign in with your SEC account. You can with your personal stuff, you can sign in with any account you want. But I have two accounts with Microsoft. I've got my personal one, and I've got my business one, and I have them both under my SEC account. So I just have to say, all right, where do I want my stuff saved? Do I want the personal one or the business one? And that's one of the things that's nice about OneNote is it automatically saves to OneDrive.
Okay.
I don't have to go back and say, well, where do I want to save this at? It automatically saves.
Now, do you have to have this 365?
You don't. You can download OneNote without it. You go to Microsoft.com. But I would to get the whole picture, I would go to, if I had a home computer, I'm downloading Office 365 today. If I had a home computer, or for that matter, a tablet, or I'm not so sure about the phone. When you start getting on the phone and you don't have a whole lot of storage, these apps are fairly large, and they're half a gig each. But to download all of, on the app side, I think you'll have PowerPoint, Word, and Excel, and then you can download OneNote's another part of that. On the Windows side, if you download it to a computer, you get Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and you also get Publisher and Access. There's a couple other trivial ones that probably won't use, but you do get a few more things for the computer versus the tablets. There's no Publisher type thing that I don't think there's an Android version. So you do get those. You get more apps on the computer than you do on the tablets. But the idea was that you could actually now on the tablets, now you can actually edit, create, edit, and view. Whereas up until about 2 months ago, you could view and that was the end of the world. That was all you could do. Now you can edit. Now with the Office 365, once it got into that, you can actually do everything. You know, edit, open, edit, and view, and create,
Now, I have Office on my Microsoft Office on my home laptop.
Okay.
If I were to get this, I mean, what would happen to the old version? I mean,
You'll still be there unless you delete it, unless you uninstall it.
hey, yeah,
Yeah, you can install it. The Office 365. Our agreement is as long as we're SEC employees, we can have it. So we're not SEC employees, it goes away.
oh,
Or gives you the option to buy their subscription, pay for your own subscription.
so, but it's just a lot better than just, sounds like it's got a lot more things you can do with it.
Well,
I missed that part.
what happens is, if I don't have Office at home, if I don't have Office on my computer at home, it allows me to install this for free, no charge to me. Plus, I can install on up to 5 other devices. So that's.
But they have to have an SSD.
No. So if I have kids in college, it's going on your computer.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm thinking my son has a computer now and he doesn't have Office on it.
So,
I didn't know I could get that.
yeah, you'll have to install it for him. But and I'm guessing I'm guessing
Because
that,
of the password and stuff?
yeah, I'm guessing on the OneDrive part, that's the part I'm not absolutely clear on. So like Libby, you and Carl, if Carl had his own computer at home and you installed with your eSnipes account, what would happen? I don't know. So I don't know if it's five devices that I own on one account. In other words, I can use my username and password on 5 accounts or 5 devices to install Office or the Office apps. And my question would be, all right, if I have OneDrive, if my daughter's in college, does she see my OneDrive?
I would think so. Because to get my daughter's stuff, she'd have to kind of be me. So.
Yeah.
But she,
Well, that's both ways. I mean, I don't necessarily want to.
It's a decision. Yeah.
I mean,
It's a decision. The other thing too is if they're in college, they need to check with their college.
he's not.
Oh, okay. But it's an option. It's an option.
but
So
the OneDrive, the OneDrive cloud space is free. So what a child could do is just go ahead and get their free OneDrive but I see what you're saying. Yeah, it would save to my, you're right. Save to my account.
I think it's going to save the common drive. Some people don't mind that, especially with younger kids.
I'm not sure my 27-year-old, 28-year-old.
They don't mind that way. It's an easy way to share photos on the spot, that kind of thing. So anyway, we wanted to just share that's what the that agreement is. And I would encourage you though that if you haven't tried, how many people tried OneNote? You tried it? I would really encourage you to try it. Libby's going to show. You want to show, Libby, from your iPad?
Bruce, did you see that message? We have about 9 minutes left. How did that work?
What account did you log in with?
I lost track.
I know, we've talked about it so much. I'm pretty certain that that's a different account than what your East Snipes at SEC Iowa account is.
I must have done the wrong one. So we'll show it fast.
We'll show up fast. We'd always join up again.
Yeah, that's true. All right. So here is my iPad. Are you seeing my iPad okay?
Yes.
Okay. So Bruce is right. They take up a lot of space. But I'm playing around with Outlook. That's kind of like that's an email app. And of course, OneDrive. I'll show you what OneDrive looks like. Okay. So actually, like Bruce said, I have my EDU Microsoft account and my personal account both here. So this is a place where I can just kind of see what I've got. And I believe you can open up any of this that you wanted to. This is my home one. Can you tell? Got a few extra things here. And this is my EDU one. So this would be where your stuff would show up. And if I go back to, we've been talking about OneNote. It's that purple one. So if I click on OneNote, these, I just kind of have a couple of OneNote files, have Checking It Out and Elizabeth at Work. So this Checking It Out was what I was kind of doing this morning. So can you see it okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so the reason they call it a note-taking app is you kind of see the tabs across the top where, I have the different subjects and then the general notes. So a person could organize their life, or they could organize their course. They could add to this. Let me see. I'm clicking the wrong thing. You can add to this anywhere. See, there's, if I click down here in the body, then those things at the top there become active. So I can insert a picture and that sort of thing. This would be a picture from my tablet. Here's a picture I'm going to use. You guys seen all this?
Yes.
Okay, good. And you can move it around. Over here under, over here at the side, you see where it says lecture February 25th?
Mm-hmm.
So what OneNote does is give people options to use templates. And so this is a template where students can, for that date, write things that they've learned. And this is this is a template for math and science. I was talking to Bruce, and I almost think that if a person generally, their mind tended to wander, I think this might be kind of fun. But that's OneNote. Any questions?
So, Libby, you want to, while you're in OneNote, you want to go up to that get that draw tool and kind of show what that does?
Okay. So I think maybe I'll add a page.
Okay.
So add page, and I'll pick that. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Draw, and looks like I can. It's reminding me that drawing with one finger is great, but if I want to move things around, to use two fingers. So I'm going to draw, and then I'm going to move things around with two fingers. And it looks like I have a text mode that this would bring up my keyboard, and I can type things in.
You want to write a word?
Oh, see if it, okay, I gotcha. How about, let me put myself back in drawing. I'll take the black one this time. How about word?
That is so very cool. Mm-hmm.
And then this would be part of my chemistry page 4 or whatever. So did you want me to see if it would recognize that?
Yeah, I don't have an answer on how it does it. Whether just in its cloud service, if it does the character recognition, or if it does it on in the local document. I don't see that it's doing it in the local document.
I'm going to click search. I'm going to click for the word, the word word.
Yeah, there you go.
W-O-R-D. Search. No matches. If I search for the word here, it will find it. or gas, because I had that word in this lecture.
Right.
So that's kind of what Bruce is saying, you know. And the thing about OneNote is this is the iPad, and it feels a little bit different on the computer. So, but I think it's definitely got potential.
Yeah, I like the fact that all your stuff is in one app. You could add. I haven't played with it enough to see. All right, can I bring it? If I want to bring a Word app, or a Word document? Can I bring a Word doc up in here? Libby, you want to look at insert up there and see if there's a doc.
So up there you can insert, and I think that's more like almost I guess it's not an Excel table.
You can insert a table.
You can, if you insert a file, it will go to the files on your OneDrive.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not. Look, it's going. This is new to me. Looks like it's going to my G drives.
Okay.
So
Yeah, it is. It is. That's why I'm wondering on. Well, I'm thinking something different.
did you guys see that lecture February 25th down here? So I recorded that on my laptop. So if students had a laptop in lecture, they could let it run, and actually it could be part of their of that day's events.
Wow.
Yeah, you can get an audio file in that case. You'll have an audio file, yeah, along with the notes. You've been able to do this in Word for a long time.
We have been?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was what I was thinking. Really?
Yeah. So, all right. So we're probably going to lose this conference here in just a second.
Sorry about that, guys.
Well, that's all right. That's all right. That was really probably the thing that messed it up was the fact that I connected 2 devices.
I don't know.
Yeah,
So-
that probably messed it up.
Can you guys see this? Okay, this actually, if you go log on, once you establish your account, you can, like I said, go to any computer that has the internet. And this actually, once you log into this is what you have access to. So the computer doesn't necessarily have to have these programs. You can go ahead and create things like OneNote or PowerPoint or an Excel or Word just here on the fly. Or you can pull up your stuff that's in OneDrive.
So I'm at somebody's house over the holidays, and I decide I need to create a document, and I can get on their computer. As long as I can get on their computer with internet access, I can log into my stuff. And so they don't have Word on their computer. So what? This has Word in Office.
Could I create a audio file in this and then attach it to my online class?
I don't know. I haven't played with that. I think those are all good experiments for you guys to try. They are. I think that's the best way you learn.
Yep.
I think it's a great question.
I do too.
Give it a try. Give it a try. And see what it'll do.
The audio file is going to be much smaller than a video, right? So
Oh, yeah.
students could, if there's some questions